Yes. It's your boy Prophet Ryan. I'm back with another video, and this video is an interesting video. Every video I do is an interesting video. But you know how it goes, man. I like to put that intro in there, you get me? So, today's topic, I know a lot of people are thinking, what's Prophet Ryan got to speak about today? What's on the agenda? Well, we're going to talk about today, Neeks and nerds. Now, a lot of people hear the title and they will say, Neeks and nerds, what about them? What does this have to do with anything? But there's a teaching that's there. Now, listen to this, people. From a young age growing up, I've seen people that people call Neeks and nerds. And one thing I've learned, especially at this age growing up now, there's nothing wrong with being a Neek and there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. And if you think about it, it's actually a good way to live. And it's actually a good thing to want to be honest, because a lot of Neeks and nerds, what people like to call them, but I call them being their self. A lot of them miss a lot of the drama. And a lot of people that say, I don't want to be a Neek, I don't want to be a nerd, man's not no Neek, man's not no nerd, they get caught up in all the drama. So listen, do the maths. Do the maths. Thank you. Neeks and nerds get away with so much more, live their life so much more in freeness. I don't mean not working on that or not making money or anything. I'm talking about living free, which means like they're literally living their life, a lot of them not caring about nothing or what people got to say. And that hurts people. I've noticed it, that hurts people. Because a lot of people rather want to go down the road to try to say, listen, they're not a Neek, they're not a nerd, they're a gangster. And during my time growing up, I've seen a lot of people that were Neeks and nerds turn into gangster. And that's because something forced them in that direction of living. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good people out there that get caught up in certain things and certain way of living by, it could be anything. It could be things that have been set over their life. It could have been orders that have been made in the spiritual realm. It could be, you're carrying this essence of good energy around you and you don't even know that. And then people know that, people pick up on that. You get what I'm trying to say? But a lot of people that I know that people call Neeks and nerds are the ones, a lot of them do well. A lot of them live freely, while people out there that don't want to be a Neek and don't want to be a nerd are out there living in someone else's shadow or living in an image that is not true. You get what I'm trying to say? I know society leads a lot of people down the road of thinking like that. The neighborhoods, the estates, the hoods. And if you look at even how things is running today, in modern day time, nobody wants to be a chilled person. Today you can be humble and chilled, and people will call you a nerd or a Neek. And this is what I'm trying to say. Life is backwards. It's like the snitching thing. They say don't snitch, but the ones that say don't snitch are the ones that are snitching. When today, modern day time, 2024, I'll say snitching is good. I've noticed it. What they think is bad is good. And what they see as bad, they think is good. So now I've noticed to reverse things. And when you reverse things, the universe works in your way. God is happy. God loves that. You have to reverse things to live right. To live free, you have to reverse things. Stop going this way and what people have taught you learn your own shit, and go your own way. Be yourself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's nothing wrong with being a nerd, and there's nothing wrong with being a neek. A lot of time, I'll be out here, and more time, I'm like a silent person more time, you know. I like to observe. I like to listen as well. You get me? But even when you're too silent, people say you're a nerd or think you're a neek. You get me? But they don't know what you're planning or what you're visioning. More time, you just don't have time to chat. You know, chatting takes energy. You know what I mean? Look at all these people today. A lot of people's life is messed up. Because the truth is, when you're on a righteous path of living, the right path of living, the right way of living by God, a lot of people will try to say, oh, this person's a neat, this person's a... Because you're not doing what they're doing. But when you check it out, what you're doing and the way you're living is beautiful, it's nice. And when you look at them, you're just thinking to yourself, you know what? It's like you just can't wait. This person is living the EastEnders drama life. Real life EastEnders drama life. You get me? But the role that he's playing is, my man say he's a janster. Like what my Ghanaian brother them would say, he's a janster, gangster. That's how they say it, you get me? So a lot of people would rather be a gangster than a nerd or a neek. But the nerd and the neek don't get caught up in the lifestyle that these people are living 10 times worse than the nerd and the neek. Unless the nerd and the neeks come out of their character and do something stupid down the line. You get me? And like I said before, a lot of them do turn to a different type of living of life because of society. Things that they couldn't get away from, things that they got dragged into. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, man. When you work it out, people, listen. I made one video about being yourself. And there's nothing wrong with being yourself, because there's a time when you're being yourself, it becomes so peaceful. Even you will be telling yourself that you're a neat now. It becomes so peaceful. You'll be telling yourself, bro, I'm moving like a nerd. But listen, we call it growing up, man. We call it growing up and understanding life for what it is. And when I look back now and I see the people them that was actually acting like nerds and acting like neeks, which there's no, it's not real. People just being themselves. So just because someone don't want to go out there and fire a gun, stab people for what? For postcode, or for hatred, or just to prove that you're a janster. You get me? The neeks and the nerds are not doing that. They're more likely in their books and learning, thinking about the future. But on the other hand, you don't want to be a neek and a nerd, but you're thinking about destroying your future. You see where we're going with this, my people? So in life, be yourself, and not because you're humble and quiet and you don't like to cause trouble and you don't like trouble coming your way, that don't mean you're a neek and that don't mean you're a nerd. It's not real. It doesn't exist. That just means that you're a good person and you're just trying to stay away from all the drama and you're doing your thing. And for the younger generation growing up, I could see a lot of this happening. It's been happening. Because I remember school times when I was going to school, the same thing. A lot of people that was humbled would get drawn out by the people of the class, who are the class clowns that think that they've got some type of top of ranking pharaoh behavior against people that was actually just coming to school and just doing their thing and not getting caught up in the drama. People actually laugh at them and say, oh, you're a nerd, you're a neek. Single them out, cussing jokes. You know what I mean? We've all been there and we know it. You know what I mean? But as you grow up and you grow older, you realise everyone is beautiful in their own way. No one ain't no nerd, no one ain't no neat. Some people are humble, some people are not. And that's how you look at it. That's how you look at things. You get what I'm trying to say? But for the younger generation growing up, they're gonna get brought up into the same society going forward. They're gonna see a lot of things happening on the street, see a lot of things coming their way. And just by someone who was saying that you're a nerd, you're a neat, can make them start thinking things and saying, no, they got a point to prove now. And come out of their character knowing that this is damn well not them. You know, so yeah, man. Being a nerd and a neek is a good thing. You get what I'm trying to say? Let everyone be who they want to be in life. Look, the way I see it is, as long as people ain't doing witchcraft, people ain't killing people, and people are living, loving, and not hurting anyone, looking out for one another, I don't see nothing wrong with no one. But be careful of manipulation and sweet talk. Because more time, people just want to destroy people. Especially when you're a humble geezer. They just want to destroy that. So, people, I'm going to leave this video here, man. And it's okay to be a neek. It's okay to be a nerd. Those names do not exist. That just means you're being yourself and a humble being. Don't get drawn out. Stay blessed. Proph Rye.